So 6 geniuses decided to do the Mae song loop. 6. By the end, half of us were MIA. The rest were probably wishing they were dead. And honestly, I'm jealous. We lost a Russian dude at some monastery. Maybe he found enlightenment, or he found nirvana early. Then Tobi disappeared. Somewhere, either got eaten by a wild animal or joined a cult. No one knows. And of course, because misery loves company, we picked up Juliana, a hitchhiking content creator, because when your trip is already a dumpster fire, might as well add some gasoline. Hey, I'm Tolga Travels, and dude, if you could subscribe, that would be awesome. So, however, starting in Chiang Mai, a city that's basically a theme park for over-enthusiastic hipsters and spiritual seekers who don't know the difference between mindfulness and mindlessness. If you want overpriced kale smoothies and people pretending to be woke, this is your paradise. Then we hit Pai, the land of eternal high school reunions, where everyone wears a man bun and acts like they just invented chill. The streets smell like a mix of patchouli, felt life choices, and fried junk food. Perfect atmosphere for a group of lost idiots pretending they're on a soul-searching journey. Then we rolled into Rak Thai, a village so cute it probably hides a cult there. Or 3. And here's the kicker. We accidentally wandered into Myanmar. No fences, no checkpoints, just a big oops moment, like stepping into Narnia, but with less talking animals and more awkward silence. No one stopped us because the border here is about as serious as a toddler with a toy gun. We didn't get arrested, but I'm pretty sure the locals still talk about the dumb tourists who accidentally invaded their country. So guys, we actually just crossed the border. We didn't know that, but basically the border is over there on Google Maps, whereas Google Maps border like this part is actually just the border control, and we stepped onto the land of Myanmar. Meanwhile, somewhere in the background, someone started talking about energy. In Chong Khan, we tried to have a bonding bonfire, but actually happened I got smoke poisoning so bad, I'm pretty sure I scanned to the afterlife for a solid 5 minutes. While everyone else was having grand old time, roasting marshmallows and pretending life was good, I was hacking up my lungs like I'd swallowed a chimney. Fun fact, smoke poisoning is not as glamorous as it sounds. Spoiler alert, don't try it at home or anywhere else. We stopped by a long neck village, those places famous for women with rings around their necks. Cultural treasure or tourist zoo? You decide. Since I was basically a walking corpse from smoke poisoning, I stayed outside looking like a reject from The Walking Dead. The others went in and probably learned something meaningful, or at least took selfies for Instagram. I just sat there questioning my life and whether the bonfire was worth it. Khun Yuam decided to show us who was boss by unleashing a rainstorm so violent it could drown your regrets. We were soaked to the bone, mud everywhere, and absolutely zero shelter. Perfect, because nothing says vacation like shivering in the rain while your shoes fill up with water and your phone dies from moisture. If you're a fan of misery, this is your dream destination. However, we stopped somewhere, found the ball, and played football. Mae Wang National Park was beautiful. If you're into getting eaten alive by bugs and wondering why you left your warm bed, mosquitoes here don't just bite, they hold a 5-star buffet on your skin. Every step I took was a gamble between appreciating the view and trying not to scratch until I bleed. Nature is great until it tries to kill you. So what did we learn? Losing friends is easy. Just leave them at the monastery or let them vanish into thin air. Orders in this part of the world are basically suggestions. Smoke poisoning is a legitimate weapon. Long night villages are fascinating, but only if you're not dead inside. The rainier is your enemy, and Mae Wang National Park is nature's way of reminding you that survival isn't guaranteed. And yes, someone did start talking about energy way too serious for a trip that was already a dumpster fire. We listened, nodded, and tried not to lose our minds. If you want more chaos, sarcasm, and travel disaster, hit subscribe and come along for the ride. Because honestly, I don't know how I'm still alive.